What's up, y'all? It is your girl, Chanel from Complex Simplicity. Y'all already know there is no way in the world that I was not going to come on and have a brief vlog on Women's Day, Women's Month. Yesterday, I kind of posted on my Facebook page and my social media, my Instagram page, at Complex Simplicity 09, how it's been a year anniversary of my EP, The Complex Simplicity of Me, and you better go get that, go stream that. It's on SoundCloud under Chanel Casimir if you haven't heard it. But it marks a year because I dropped it actually on Women's Day, which was not intentional, but I love the fact that it happened that way because it was almost like divine purpose or reasoning or whatever, that's the day that my EP dropped, which is totally about us, particularly as women and as people, you know, really knowing our worth and loving ourselves and all the stuff I always talk about. So I'll speak briefly on, for me, what it is and what it means to be a woman, and you know, I'll touch on my mama, who definitely is the epitome of the best example ever for me to have as a mother, as a woman. And so for me, being a woman means everything phenomenal, as the amazing Maya Angelou, Dr. Maya Angelou said. We have the ability to carry life within our wombs. We have the ability to labor, go through labor, and literally bring life into the world with God's help. We have the ability to be nurturing, to be understanding, to be strong as hell, intelligent, fierce, fiery, passionate, and the list goes on. I am glad that I have been born a woman. I am glad that I have made it to be a 35-year-old woman. Praise be to Jesus, and moving forward, many more years to come. I am glad that sorry, my little email. I'm glad that I, have been able to be raised by an amazing woman in conjunction with my dad, but we're going to focus on women right now, who is wise beyond her years, as I often say, who has taught me how to be strong through her examples, who's a spiritual woman, a God-fearing woman, a woman who has taught me to love myself, taught me how to walk with my head held high, how to be a confident woman, if I haven't said that already. I am thankful, for just a myriad of things. Listen, us as women, we will always go through things. Life will always throw curveballs at us. There will always be challenges, everything you can imagine. But at the end of the day, we are built for everything that's thrown at us, and we're just awesome beings, right? Amazing creatures. And happy Women's Day to everyone out there. I would also like to just say, as I often say, let's continue to work together, band together, build each other up, pray for one another, support one another. Let's not let jealousy, envy, insecurity, and all those things get in the way of us doing amazing things. One thing that I was very proud of that I was able to accomplish in 2018, I did quite a few things. I was able to drop that EP that I was referring to earlier. I even dropped a visual book entitled The Complex Simplicity of Me, How I Remain Emotionally Balanced in a Dysfunctional World. Go get that too. Go to complexsimplicity.com. I was able to do quite a few solo projects in furthering building my brand, Complex Simplicity. But something that I'm super proud that I did was actually visualize, create, move with finesse, and I'm doing it and building it with one of my good friends. She's like family to me, actually. Shout outs to Eunice. To me, it was so important amongst all of my other projects and solo ventures that I've been working on for the past few years to actually collaborate with another woman who's a dope soul, who, is easy to work with, who understands how to, get down with the teamwork in order for the goal to happen. And it's one of the best decisions I think I made in 2018 to collab. Yes, we started off as 3 and now we're 2, but that was a great thing. I feel like what's meant to be is actually happening, and Denise and myself working together for the last several months, from the midway point of 2018, summer of that, up until now, it's been an amazing experience. I spent a lot of time with my friend. We just are constantly in sync. It's just so easy, and just to see her growth in these few months with regards to her confidence in her giftings and abilities. She's always had the ability, she's always had the talent, she's always had the giftings, but to see her walking in it with a level of confidence, with her head held high, putting in the hard work, like that is so bomb to see. And the fact that I ventured to work with a fellow woman to build something great that is here to help us, particularly women, band together, have fun together, support one another, build each other up, you know what I'm saying, all while dancing, having a great message about us continuously loving ourselves and working on those things to be a better person, to be a better woman. Like, that is so dope that I'm able to do that with someone who has known me since I was like freaking 13 years old, right? And so that's one of my most proud moments from 2018 up until now, being able to build something with another woman. We cannot just live isolated in this world. We do need each other. Women, we do need each other. And so, I just had to shout that out. Shout outs to you, niece. You're my girl. You're my sis. I love you. And let's continue to do this Move with Finesse thing. So, just an encouragement to all of us. It's good when we're able to partner with one another as women and work together for a common goal, for the greater good, a greater cause. Like, that is so beautiful. And it's not something that you see every day. People partner up all the time, but I feel like it's in the name of, to get my followers up, or to get my brand more noticed, or, to benefit me in some kind of way. Like, for me, it feels so amazing to partner up with someone who I genuinely know, genuinely love, and are trying to make our own history in our own way, if that makes sense. So let's continue to work together, ladies. Let's strive to respect the differences in one another. Believe you me, I know it could be easier said than done, but let's at least strive to not be caught up in being intimidated by one another, or feeling, like we can't fully be there to be happy for someone else, depending on what we may be going through in our lives. Like, let's cheer each other on. Let's go for it. One of my good girlfriends, we met through our husbands who are firemen, and we're like friends, 2 married couples. We hang out from time to time. And shout outs to you, Vanessa, that's my girl. She and her husband were able to like move into their new home that they just purchased. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you guys. Like, let's be there to cheer each other on, through the amazing wins and successes in life, so to speak. I kind of hate to use the term wins and all that, but through the amazing moments that we have in life, let's be there to support one another. And to me, that's a beautiful thing. Anytime my fellow woman is able to do amazing things, or accomplish greatness, or, I don't know, fulfill whatever goals they had for themselves or their families, like, I'm happy for you. Like, let's be there to cheer each other on, and to just love on each other and support each other. That's one of my plights for me, to do even more of in 2019. I'm normally the friend, the woman that'll ride out with my girls and support you to the end and be there for you. And I even want to do that even more. You know what I'm saying? Of course, for those who deserve it. But at the end of the day, like, let's do it. I'm that person that I love pushing my girlfriends towards the amazingness that is already within them. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like when it's not always received in a, yeah, girl, I hear you, I'm gonna do it, let's do this way, I just remind myself, it's all right, girl, keep planting them seeds. Let's keep planting seeds of positivity, prosperity, growth in one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes maybe I annoy some of my girls because I'm always like, you could do it, and always trying to let's lovingly push one another. I'm a firm believer in that. Like, to me, friendship, womanhoodship, the sister circle ship shouldn't just be limited to having fun and, having gossipy moments and cackling and drinking. All that stuff is, whatever. We should really be able to be real with one another, as I often say, even when we don't want to hear it, as well as to push one another to live up to our fullest potential and to our fullest extent. Like, I feel like I'm not a good friend and I'm doing a disservice if I see that you're stagnant, or you see that I'm stagnant and I'm not doing anything, I'm not achieving. I talk about all these things I want to do, but year after year after year, nothing changes. If you're my friend and you love me, you're my girl, you're my sister, you're my cuz, like, push me lovingly to be to that potential that I know I can have. Or even if I don't believe it and you know that I have this potential, lovingly nudge me and push me in the direction of, listen, like, you can do this, you got this, get up off your ass and make it work. To me, those are the kinds of sisterhoodships, friendships that I often say that I'm interested in, that I crave. You know what I'm saying? Let's just not be the type of women who only gather around in names of just celebratory moments, or we really don't check in with one another, or we just see our loved one going towards a bad direction and we kind of sit back and let it happen. Like, or not even just that, if we're just staying stagnant, like I said, year after year after year, nothing is changing. Like, let's be the woman or women to one another, where it's like, sis, you're a bomb, you're amazing, like, you are so talented and gifted in these areas. Do that. You got this. I'm here for you. Like, let's lovingly nudge one another to live up to our fullest potential, if you get what I'm saying. So, for me, when I think of Women's Day, all these things just come to mind, and I'm challenging myself to go even harder and be that for everyone that is within my inner circle and in my life, my loved ones, my fellow women, my girls, like, to fully, Chanel, even be more of that, to your loved ones and to your friends. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's what it's about. The only way we all gonna grow and get to our destinations and where it is we want to be and where God has designed for us to be, sometimes we do have to help each other along the way. Let's be willing to help each other along the way and not just hold one another back, for whatever our own insecurities or issues are. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do the damn thing. And let's love on our mamas. You know what I'm saying? I love my mama. She's out here killing it, in the art world, constantly growing and getting better, getting recognition for her dope art. Please, her name is Patricia Stewart. Type her on in Facebook. I think on Instagram, she's at Paint Me With Soul. Like, check out her stuff. She's so talented, amazing, gifted. I could go on all night, but let's love on our mamas and spend time and get all the wisdom that we can out of them, and give them their roses while they're here, y'all. Like, I love my mama, and heck, I can't wait to be able to spend time with her. My work schedule's been so insane. Today I did a double. Thank you, Jesus. I kind of flew by it. It was a breezy day, surprisingly, but I can't wait till probably tomorrow after work to spend time with my mama and my dad, So let's love on our mothers and love on each other. Happy Women's Day. I'm trying to think, is there anything else to talk about? I feel like I did a vlog the other day, and I think I've said this before. Sometimes I'll do a vlog, and then I believe it's the Spirit of God that's like, don't you post that. You don't want no problems with people, don't post that, So I didn't post it. I listened to that inner spirit, Holy Spirit, I should say. And so I'll probably touch briefly on what I spoke about. And it was just remembering how fast a year goes by. I had posted on my Instagram page for the website. Once again, it's at ComplexedSimplicity09. Just about how a year flies by, y'all. So whatever goals, whatever desires of our heart that we want for our lives, like, it's gonna take an action. It's gonna take us getting up and like working towards these things, because before we know it, it's going to be that next year. And as I was referencing before, talking about that stagnation where it's like, year after year after year, you're kind of in the same situation. Nothing is changing or changing for the better, getting better, and so it's not enough to just say, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm manifesting to happen this year. I'm going to meet the love of my life. I'm going to get that career job. I'm going to gain clarity with what I want to do with my life. I'm going to buy that condo or that house. I'm going to move up out of my family, my parent, my aunts, my mother, my brother, whoever's house, and get my own. I'm going to become a mother. I'm going to, whatever it is that you desire for your life. It's more than just speaking it and putting it out there. That's always the first step. But we got to put some action behind it and actually roll up our sleeves and take the necessary steps to get there. Because them 365 days, y'all, they roll on by. And so I was just wanting to encourage us all, and I'm so a part of the conversation, especially when it comes to financial responsibility and really like planning for my future financially, building up a savings account, really being able to like monetize a lot of my side hustles, continuing to kill it at my job so I can continue to go up the ladder in promotions, like all of those things, you know. So I'm very much so a part of the conversation. I often say my walk with God could be a lot stronger than what it is, actually finding a home church and not just talking about it. So I'm very much so a part of the conversation. I'm totally not above it. But just, you know, I wanted to encourage and urge us all. We have to put action behind the things we're saying we want for our lives. We can't just sit on our ass and expect things to happen. Opportunities are not going to always knock on our door. Sometimes you got to go get that. I pretty much shared my whole spiel about that with my journey of changing careers, and just even the level of work and strategy that I've been doing at my current job. Blessed be to Jesus, has been helping me tremendously. I have favor with a lot of my superiors, my superior, and without even trying, other than just working hard and doing what I need to do. And so, yes, God is here to bless us, I believe, and to grant us the desires of our hearts. But we also have to be willing to put in the work and do what we got to do. It can't just be us talking about it. We got to be about that life, you know? And so I just wanted to encourage us. We're only 3 months in the new year. Let's stop just giving lip service and word service for the things we want for our lives, especially us women. Let's go out there and get it, right? Of course, the legal way, of course, the fair way, the appropriate way, the way that shows you have values and morals. But we got to get up and go get it. We can't just sit and wait for things to always fall in our laps or come to us. And let's even urge one another to get up and go out there and go get it and live up to our fullest potential. A lot of times I try to stray away from some of the phrases of like winning and living our best lives and greatness, you know. Let's just live to our fullest potential and work damn hard at it, y'all. And let's not stop dreaming. You know, let's have some action behind that. Let's be about it and go get that. You know, let's take risks and take chances on our dreams. You only have one life to live. We only have one life to live, y'all. Can't just be with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas or sitting around. Oh, man, I would love to do this. Like, at some point, got to be about that. So I just wanted to share that. Happy Women's Day. And I think the last thing I shared was on that vlog, which is about critical people. A couple of weeks ago, I had posted a thought about that, and just remembering that a lot of our loved ones who may be super critical and very judgmental oftentimes is because that's how they might have grown up. They might have experienced one of their caregivers or loved ones constantly being critical of them and maybe even themselves. And a lot of times they're projecting it on, you know, to you. With their critique and all of those things. A lot of times, I know it can be so easy to feel some kind of way or be in our feelings when our loved one is like really judging us and like critiquing us and like ripping us apart and never having anything positive to really say. Or even if they do have positive things to say, they're always starting with the critical, constructive criticism type feedback, so to speak. What I say to that is they're just projecting their own insecurities and stuff onto you. So don't let that stick. Don't let that affect you. Don't let that make you be all in your feelings. Like, know that they're just projecting, as I said, their shit on you. And at the end of the day, you know, you brush it off. Sometimes we may need to kind of separate ourselves a little bit, or as I often say, put people on pause, put them on pause, meaning maybe I need to not hang around you for a month or two, not really check in or talk to you too much with all that energy. But just know that at the end of the day, it's a lot of their stuff. It's not necessarily you. And even if they do feel like you're not good enough at whatever you're doing, or it could be better, or whatever, it's your life. You do you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you like it, I love it. Like, do you. Don't let the opinions of others stop you from whatever it is you are desiring to do with your life, or with your art, or whatever may have you. I don't care if you like it, if you don't like it. Chanel is always going to do Chanel. Chanel is always going to take risks. And Chanel is always going to say, at least I tried. If nothing else, I tried. I had the balls to try. So I'll keep it a little short and sweet. I'm cooking some salmon and I need to check it and turn the oven off. Continue to rock out with your girl by going to complexsimplicity.com.